It's week 8 of the NFL, and we'll see Bryce Young. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Panthers and the Texans on Sunday night.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Young to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Young. And the pressure gets to him again. Will Anderson drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And that's really good field position they were given. Now, nothing's a gimme. We know that. But I know his goal, have the field goal kicker just stay on the bench. They want to put it in the end zone and get 6 out of this one. If they don't, I think it'll feel like a disappointment.
The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 13 carries, 52 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He goes once again right back to Hardy. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. That's to the pylon and incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Young on 3rd down. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, He might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a
touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Young now. Pryor has it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 29-yard line.
Young to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down. Clark. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, Clark. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now here's Young. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And they'll run again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now out comes Houston. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
First down, Texans.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Here goes Stroud again. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they come up now, second and goal. Once more, ETN. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one sign of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll try the left side. It's Clark. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
As we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
At the 46-yard line.
Young. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. But backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Young. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So here are the Texans to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10, here's Stroud. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On first down, here's Stroud. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Out route to Hill, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that.
Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Young will set to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
It'll be Young again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Will Anderson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Young working out of the gun. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Will Anderson, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's the Panthers punter now as the drive goes back. Oh, had to get it out quickly, but it's blocked. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Taking it about the 36. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Stroud sets up the play action. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
13 yards. First down, Texans.
Stroud out of the gun here. Completion left side to Miller. Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans take the block punt and convert it into 6 points.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll run on first down. It's Clark. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd and 9. Here is Young. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. They run the counter. Clark. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Final play of the half, Stroud. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Stroud to throw it. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Stroud off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Stroud working out of the gun. That one complete to Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st down, Texans.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
ETN up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The second down throw now from Stroud. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Stroud. That is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. It's Young on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st and 10, Young. Able to hit his target, Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
On play action, Young. The open man is Clark, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Clark. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Straight ahead, ETN. Nifty footwork at the 45. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Houston.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
What's the deal, y'all?
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And Stroud now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. It's Clark, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Young. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
A gain of 5. First down, Texans.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Miller. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Stroud looking to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 19 yards away. And the Texans add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw, Young. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
The offense on
3rd
third
and
down
8.
tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 8. Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They work now on 2nd and 9. Another tote for Etienne. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Stroud out of the gun here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. On the 7-yard. It's now 4th down.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 3rd and 9 here. Young will set to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A 1st down throw for Young. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the Texans' 31-yard line.
Young to throw it. He's got it complete to Clark. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. To throw, Young. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Young to throw it. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Offense.
So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
64 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Houston, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.